You were born into the warrior caste, not into a world of romance, not into a world of anime, not into a world of beautiful quotes about honor. You are in feudal Japan, where your surname has already determined your destiny. You are Bushi, a warrior in service to a daimyo. From this moment on, your life does not belong to you. You serve, you obey, you die on command. It is not a choice, it is a system. You are 5 years old. You are already being taught to hold a wooden sword, a bokken. You learn to bow correctly, to speak correctly, to breathe correctly. You are taught control before you even understand the word fear. At age 7 to 10, systemic training begins. Kenjutsu, swordsmanship, kyujutsu, archery, sojutsu, spearmanship, and horsemanship. The training is grueling. Repetition is the foundation of everything. Not inspiration, repetition. The katana, a curved blade, roughly 60 to 73 centimeters long. The steel was folded many times, not for magic, but for strength. Japanese iron ore was low quality. Smiths compensated with technology. The katana is a close-quarters weapon, but on the battlefield, others were more common. Yari, spear, and yumi, the long asymmetrical bow. The samurai of early wars was, above all, a horse archer. The katana became the primary symbol much later. Every samurai wore the daisho, the pair of swords. Katana, long, and wakizashi, short. The short sword had a specific role. If you lost your honor, you were obligated to commit seppuku, ritual suicide. This is not a legend. It was the reality of the system. Honor was placed higher than life. O-yoroi and do-maru, lacquered metal plates bound by silk cords. The helmet, kabuto, with a massive crest and a menpo mask. This isn't a costume, it's protection against arrows and spears. Weight, 20 to 30 kilograms. Heat, sweat, restricted mobility. This is what you fight in for hours. The myth, beautiful duels at sunrise. The truth, ambushes, arsons, strategic encirclements. The Sengoku period was an era of constant total war. Clans annihilated each other for decades. No romance, only calculation. Bushido is often presented as an ancient code of rules. But it was only formalized during the peaceful Edo period, when there were fewer wars, when samurai became administrators rather than combatants. Bushido included loyalty, courage, honor, self-control. But this was the ideal, not always the reality. Samurai were not always flawless. There were betrayals, there was corruption, there were defectors. They were human beings, not statues. Under the Tokugawa shogunate, 1603 to 1868, a long peace arrived. The wars ended. But the warrior class remained. How does a killer live without a war? He turns inward. Samurai became officials, teachers, and bureaucrats. But they continued to wear the sword, not to use it, but to remember who they were. This gave birth to Bunbu Ryodo, the dual way of the pen and the sword. They channeled their focus into tea ceremonies, poetry, haiku, administration. The discipline remained. The battlefield vanished, but the war against sloth and weakness never ended. The Meiji Restoration, late 19th century. The world turned upside down. The samurai class was abolished by law. The top knot, chonmage, was cut off. Wearing swords in public was banned. Imagine your entire identity is stripped away in a single day. The system collapses. The stipend stops. You are no longer special. A warrior had two choices. 1. Cling to the past. Rebel. Fight the new army with old swords. Die a tragic, useless death. 2. Evolve. Transfer the warrior spirit into new fields. Samurai founded Mitsubishi. They built the banks. They created the modern police force. They built the new Japan. The armor changed to a business suit, but the steel inside remained. A samurai is not the sword, not the armor, not the pose. It is a state of mind called zanshin, lingering mind, total awareness, alertness even when the fight is over. It is a system where skill is more important than ambition, control is more important than emotion, responsibility is more important than desire. A samurai does not react, he responds. He does not try, he does.